or Mechanic Pete, whatever you want to call me. I'm going to replace on this 2003 Toyota 4Runner the brake booster pump on this is going out. It's not like a traditional old school brake booster. This was got a kind of like an accumulator and a pump, and the pump is going out, so you lose your brakes. You're just and it's harder than manual brakes. You don't even have the leverage. So the pump is going out. I think the rest of the unit, the whole unit at Toyota is like $3 grand. I bought a part online from Parts Geek. I think 160 bucks. So we're going to try that. See if that remedies it. We got to take this whole unit out. I got to disconnect the brake, the 4 bolts that go through the firewall, and the brake pedal, and the little clevis bolt that goes onto the pedal. We're going to do that first, and we're going to take these 4 lines off, and I'll get some light on the subject and show you what we're going to do. But so stay tuned. Okay, I've unplugged all the terminals. All right, there's 2, 3, there's 5 altogether. I sprayed these with some PB blaster to try to make sure they come out easily. We'll let that soak a little bit. I might give them one more blast before I actually come back out here. I'm waiting for the Lioness to leave the den so I can open the door wide open and lay up under there. But I took off this little panel. No big deal, right? It just comes out 2 screws, and then you just pop it out, and then these the little 4-wheel drive or the anti-skid button thing and the AC button comes out of the panel, so I can just flop it out of the way, so then I can get up under here. There's 4 bolts on the firewall right here. They're going to be hard to see. I'm going to try to, once I get under there and lay under there, I'll try to aim the camera, and I got to take off the little clevis pin that goes to the brake pedal. So we'll get under there, and I'll try to show you those screws when I get up under there. So stay tuned. I'll wait till my neighbor leaves. All right, here's the deal. Let me see if I can get my light where we can see everything. This little, let me see, right there. I'm trying not to blind the camera. That little clevis pin right there. My flashlight would stay right there. Jeez Louise. That one right there, that little clevis pin. All right, I'm gonna show you. Pull it with my needle nose pliers. It's kind of dusty. This little pin is just gonna pull straight up. Come on. Come on. Just a little. There we go. Oops. Well, I have to find that now, where the hell it went. And then you just tap this little pin out. Right there, that little pin will come right out. If I can get in there. There it goes. Boy, that thing's gonna be fun to get back in there. All right, I can't do it. I got to get my other hand in there so I can catch it. And then I got to find that little clevis pin. Wherever it went. Oh my goodness, it's starting out good. All right, it's easier too if I'm not holding the camera. So anyway, I'm gonna take that out, and then these 4 bolts, I don't have anything to, I'm gonna point with these needle nose pliers. But these 4 nuts right there, 1, 2, and there's 2 more on the other side that we can't really see. I got to get my way up under there to see it. So those 4, and then that whole unit comes right on out. So let's see. Stay tuned. All right, here's the deal. This little bracket, I'm gonna show you guys. Let me get the light again. Sorry, I'm trying. Oh, this light keeps rolling. I need a better light. It's a magnetic light, and it works great when it's right. This little bracket right here, I'm gonna take that off so I can move this little module over out of the way, push it to the side, because it's blocked. I can't get my socket in there. There's the one nut, and then the other nut's above it. You can't get to that unless you move this little bracket. So I'm gonna move this, take this bracket loose. So stay tuned. I think it's a 10 millimeter. Let's see, stand by. All right, we got all 4 nuts off. 4 nuts off. I don't know if you guys can see up in there. There's off 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have really the right swivel. That's what really makes it difficult. I don't know. I need a swivel that doesn't swivel too easily. Yeah, my goodness, it's just crazy how tight it's in there. But anyways, taking it off should be the easier part too. It's going to be really fun trying to put that thing back. So stay tuned. vacuum hose plugs right here. Here's what I'm gonna do. When I take off the line, I'm gonna plug it to try to keep as little. Let's see if I can put my camera somewhere. Oh, it's sticking the wrong way. All right. Anyways, we're gonna take loose these lines and put a plug on them. All right, and then this whole unit should come right out, no problem. Just these 4 lines is the only thing. This whole unit, so you see how floppy it is? It's loose. So stay tuned. I've already cracked these loose, so I shouldn't need the, you know, some people say wait to hold the nuts on there just to hold this while you're doing it, but I've got them loose, so it shouldn't be a problem. So stay tuned. I already got it out. There's the 4 lines. There's the little firewall where it goes to the firewall. And I should probably try to put something on these to keep them from leaking, but, or getting more air in there. So let's see if I can find something. Let's see. Do we have anything that fits that? Yeah, that fits okay. Let's put one on each one. Just keep these clean. Keep them from getting on. Keep getting marred up. And that might be good for when I'm sliding the thing back in. I won't mess up those flares. Alright, so that's good. Alright, but I was going to show you guys the whole brake thing that I took out. The brake boost module. It's called so many different things depending on what part store you ask. Brake booster module. But there's the pump I'm going to replace. And here's the new one. Made in China. Right? Anyway, that's it. There's just 2 bolts, I think, that hold it on, and you had to unhook this wire right here. So I'm gonna take a break. My hands are all sweaty, so I can't even re-glove. So I'm gonna take a little break. We'll come back and we'll start working on this, get this new pump put on, and then try to reinstall this sucker. But right here's the little accumulator part of this. This is the pump. It pumps up fluid and accumulates a charge, and that's what gives you power brakes. And when that pump ain't working, you don't have the pre-charge, you don't have power brakes. It's not a vacuum system like the old school boosters were. So it's just a way Toyota does it. I don't know who else does it the same way, but anyways, stay tuned. And I'll probably clean up all these connectors too with some tuner cleaner. Make sure everything's nice and clean, got good connections. So stay tuned. Okay, we got it back in. I ain't hooked up those lines yet, but we got all 4 bolts in. I bolted that little bracket back on. We'll put this little steering wheel cover back on here in a minute. And then all these handles. I'm gonna go take a quick break, cool off so I can cut my hand on that bracket. Golly. I knew I was gonna cut, and I banged my head already once, so. Anyway, so we're getting there. She's still dripping. She's gonna have some air in the lines. There's gonna be some bleeding process to get this done. But I'm hoping to get all this hooked up. We're gonna turn the key. Hopefully that pump works. You know, so we'll see. You know, sometimes when you cheap out, but you know, who knows? Maybe aftermarket. I don't know. I'm hoping. You know, because realistically, that little pump shouldn't be that much. To get just that pump from Toyota was like $700, and this one was like 150. So from China. So who knows? I'm hoping it works. We'll see. I ain't gonna put a lot of money into this. I just want the brakes to work. They don't have to be great. They just need to work. So and safe. So anyways, and then we're gonna sell this thing. But I couldn't sell it the way it was. I was scared somebody would try to drive it and then end up hurting themselves or hurting somebody else. So stay tuned. All right, update. I got it all done. I got all the lines hooked up. When I first turned on the key, I still had the ABS light on and it was still buzzing. Right? So what I did is I cracked that lower line, bled out some air there. A little air hissed out, closed it back, so there was air in the system. So the pump was cavitating, I guess, basically. And now when I turn on the key, all right, let's get this key out. The pump, as it's pumped up and it's not continually running because it can hold pressure, and my ABS lights went out. So we're good. All right. Right now I just need to go bleed all the brakes, but I can't do that by myself. I need some help to do that. So I'm going to bleed each brake at the wheel just like a traditional, and they say you turn the key on to keep the pressure up, and I'll do that when I have an assistant. So I think we got it done. So